In this video, we're discussing the negative factual question. This question will use words like not or except, as is shown here in the sample question on the screen. What they're asking you to do through this question is prove that you can pick out the information that is stated in the passage and separate it from information that is not stated. And you do this by pointing out the one answer choice that is not true. So keep an eye out. They make it nice and clear for you so that you can't accidentally get confused and answer it wrong. But always keep an eye out for these all caps not or except, because that tips you off that you're dealing with a negative factual question. This question will take a little bit longer because it requires some time to dig through and pull out each individual piece, because what you're going to do is find the information that is stated, and to do that, we'll show you which information is not stated. So let's give you our 3 strategies for tackling this type of question. Strategy number 1 asks you to review the question and the answer choices. So let's read the question. All of the following are mentioned in paragraph 4 as a viewpoint to state that natural selection is difficult to prove except. So let's shorten this question down so that we can review and make it easy to figure out what are we looking for here. We're looking for the viewpoint that natural selection is difficult to prove. So when we do the reading of this paragraph, there will be 3 of these that say that natural selection is difficult to prove, and there'll be 1 that does not. So this is the information that we need to keep our eye out for as we're going through. Now let's review the answer choices as strategy number 1 states. A, the belief that the complexity of the human eye could have been formed by natural selection seems highly unlikely. B, the presence of irreducibly complex systems contradicts how evolution occurs. C, modern technology has been used to prove that irreducibly complex systems exist. And D, selective breeding is the major hole in the theory of natural selection. So these are the pieces that we're looking for here. We've reviewed the question and answers. Let's move on to strategy number 2. Strategy number 2 says to eliminate incorrect choices. So to do this, we're going to search and find each of the pieces of information, and as we find them listed in the passage, then we can eliminate them. A says the belief that the complexity of the human eye could have been formed by natural selection seems highly unlikely. Well, the quote in the final sentence of the paragraph says, Darwin himself admitted to suppose that the eye, with all its inimitable contrivances for adjusting the focus for different distances, for admitting different amounts of light, and for the correction of spherical and chromatic aberration, could have been formed by natural selection, seems, I free confess, absurd. So, clearly, this is stated in the passage, so we can eliminate answer choice A, because Darwin himself said that this belief is unlikely. Answer choice B, the presence of complex systems contradicts how evolution occurs. Let's see if we can find that in our passage. And we have that here. One of the major holes in Darwin's theory revolves around irreducibly complex systems. So as this is described as a major hole in his theory, then we can eliminate answer choice B because it is used to contradict how evolution occurs. Now let's take a look at answer choice C. Modern technology has been used to prove that irreducibly complex systems exist. Well, we've got that right here. Modern technology can identify these systems. So we can therefore eliminate answer choice C. Now what this leaves us with is answer choice D. Selective breeding is the major hole in the theory of natural selection. Now for all question types, we always recommend double checking, but for this one especially, it's important to double check. If we double check this answer, selective breeding is the major hole in the theory of natural selection, besides which we know that it was not stated in this passage, we also just talked about one of the major holes in Darwin's theory revolves around what? Irreducibly complex systems, not the theory and selective breeding. So by double checking there, we are able to confirm that answer choice D is what we're looking for. So remember, for the negative factual question, your first strategy is to review the question and answer choices. Your second strategy is to eliminate incorrect choices. And your third strategy is to double check. Remember that this question type might take you a little bit longer to complete, so don't worry if you find yourself moving a little bit slow for this one. Some of the other questions will move a little more quickly, so you can make up that time later.